meet the man who plays that lovable sheriff on the ABC series Carter Country. He's a very, very talented actor and really one of the nicest guys, Mr. Victor French. That's okay, Mr. That's all right. Okay. Wow. Very much. Thank you.
I guess you're a dancer.
I've always wanted to do that.
Oh, really?
Honest to God, I've watched so many talk shows, and they always introduce a dignified actor, and they always come in and sit down. I just always wanted to do that, so I did it.
I must truly say I love your new series. It's just terrific.
Thank
and
you. It's fun.
you play a Southern sheriff.
A good old boy.
Yeah, right. I understand you did some interesting research for the part.
That was
Went to jail.
just nearly. I run away from home since I have no ties on me at all. I wouldn't do things like that if I had ties on. But I got on an airplane and I went down to Plains, Georgia, and unannounced. No one from here knew where I went, and no one there knew I was coming. And I just walked into the police station in Plains, and when I came through the door, there's a dispatcher lady there, and she looked at me like she'd seen me on a wanted poster somewhere. And of course, I was like on 25 different wanted posters on Gunsmoke and Bonanza for years. and I said, "Is Chief Bill here?" And she said, "No, he's at a meeting." I said, "Is Kenny here? Kenny Franks? He's the assistant chief." She said, "No." And I said, "Well, you get him. I want him here. Now." She said, "You tell him Chief Roy's here." And of course, then they come to pieces. You know. And within 1 hour, we were barbecuing deer ribs in front of Billy Carter's service station, and all the policemen come down, and all their families, and all just nearly 650 people who live in Plains.
How they feel about the character you play, though?
Well, it varies.
Yeah.
Some lady one morning at breakfast said, "I watched one of your shows, and I didn't care for it very much." And I said, "I watched 6 or 7. I didn't care for it very much." And she just warmed to it right away. And now they're beginning to watch it a lot more. And at first, I think they thought we might be making fun of them a little. And after I was there for a week, I said, "I thought we were doing a comedy till I come down here." They have a dispatcher on the force there whose name is Crow. And if you could just imagine just put together a human being called Crow. He went out, he's built himself 11 blinds to go deer hunting, which are up in the tree. And the last time he went out, he went up about 30 feet in the tree, and he sat up there with his rifle awaiting. And there's a branch in his way, so he sawed the branch off. Well, it happened to be the one holding the blind up. And he came, I think you have a picture of it here somewhere, that you'll see in a little bit of Crow after about...
You brought a picture with you in the police department. Can we see that? Oh, yeah.
That's me dressed up in a uniform. I worked there for 2 nights, all night long on patrol.
Really?
Yes. And, you go down and they're building bleachers at the car wash. And you can buy a chapstick and weigh yourself, and those are about all there is to do in Plains.
You brought another picture, too.
Oh, yeah. There's Crow. After he fell out of the tree. And that ain't makeup, folks. And I called him yesterday, and he'd done it again. He'd fallen out of a tree again, and the chief of police, who was Bill McClung, said, "Crow, you're dumber than a stick. You couldn't sneak up on a headache." Just a marvelous, wonderful thing.
Yeah, I noticed that you were dressed up, like one of the policemen there. Did you go out on the patrol and everything?
On patrol, rattled doors and checked out. And I said, what I'd like to do is I'd like to arrest the entire town, and by 9:30, and then have their punishment, make them watch the show.
That's funny. Well, no, I was wondering, though, did anybody, when you were out, on call and everything like that, did anybody recognize you as being who you are?
Finally, they did. I really, the whole idea of being a star of a television show, to me, is kind of silly. I mean, really down in there, it's kind of funny. And I don't take it too serious. I don't, What I don't like is for people to subordinate themselves to me, and they constantly want to do that. Say, well, you're a big television star and I'm just a plumber, or you're a big television star and I'm just a carpenter. And I hate that because I've been both of those things. And I ain't any better now than I was when I was doing that. The only difference now is that people see my work, and I'm glad that they like it. But they're still just good people.
Well, I never had that problem. They always came up to me, by playing Gomer Pyle, they'd say, you old stupid son of a... They did always, so they never ever...
And you didn't let them down when they talked to you.
Besides everything else you do, I understand you do animal impressions. How do you do an animal impression?
Well, you got to realize how lonely you have to be to begin imitating animals, and they you just got to be sort of alone to realize you're sitting in front of a mirror making faces at yourself, But they're just.
You're the only person I've known who's ever admitted it, but we've all done it.
Oh, sure.
It's just dumb things I do, and I do them at work. And we tape Carter Country right across the street from here.
Can we see one of your things now?
What do you want to see?
I don't know.
How about the turtle?
Do a turtle, yeah. Turtle.
Now this ain't got no dialogue or nothing. It's just a turtle. So don't it, right?
I didn't believe this, but the producers were telling me that you can imitate a buffalo. Now, this will be a first, I'm sure.
Well, I don't know that. See, because you people, you just did a song, right? And
Yeah.
you had stools, and you had lights. You have an orchestra. You have everything, and then we actors come out here and you say, "Do it,"
Well, it doesn't matter. Everybody here, y'all all want to see Victor do that. Buffalo, don't you?
Can you get me some music? We need some
We'll
space.
get you anything you want. We'll get you anything you want. Now, what all you need? Music?
Let's go over here.
Okay. So music, okay. And what else? This okay?
That looks good. Now, you'll announce this is the one man that stuffed the buffalo stampede.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, don't take this too serious.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is really very important, and I want you to all pay attention because for the first time, you're going to see a one-man buffalo stampede with, here we come, music.
There went my entire career.
Are you all right?
Yeah.